gang stalking. Remember how I tell you in Portland, every time I'd arrive somewhere, some goddamn fucking gang stalker would show up to deliver a package. It happened again. That is the textbook maneuver by the gang stalkers. He just went into this house with a big box as I parked here in front of this sweet, adorable family who looked after the truck. I'm so sick and tired of being illegally, murderously gang stalked by cars that look just like this, with these crooked cops sitting in there. A lot of them are in suit and ties, or they're in like down the farm fucking clothing with the fucking, you get what I'm talking about. All I can say right now is we have an illegal agent, crooked cop, cartel, deputy gang that's been gang stalking me now for 9 states, 7 months, 24/7. They are not even affiliated with the arrest that occurred in Siskiyou County Court. This is a completely new report conjured up out of the Santa Cruz Police Department with Chief Robert Gibson, Sergeant Jared Klomperens, paid for by Wasserman. The FBI cartel runs it. They're bought for by Wasserman to protect their inside crimes. Christopher Wray is also in on this illegal fabricated FBI number that is giving them a legality to illegally gang stalk me and to murder me legally. This is a huge takedown. It's the takedown of every crooked cop division across the nation. Okay, this is involving every state. This is, in fact, we're involving the world. Just because it's in digital information, just because it's on a report, it means all the more to bust, because this is one that you can't, they made this hate crime as legal as possible. They jumped through all the loopholes. They made sure they polished this crime up and made it look as innocent and valid as possible. You got to understand, it's what's threatening the good police is this fabricated report that they need to realize it's all a hate crime, that they can just fucking stomp on it. This is the first official takedown of the crooked cop cartel. Don't you think it's long overdue? The only way we're going to take them down is by putting those goddamn reports that are falsified, that are legal, through a shredder, a paper shredder. And you just say, I don't give a goddamn fuck what they say. Circe Wallace runs the goddamn internet. She has access to all the records of every goddamn inmate. She has access to your banks, access to your cell phone, access to all your emails, access all the photographs in your phone, watches your teenage daughters on their pre-hacked phones. Yeah, and they look hot enough, they got a rich enough wealth in the family, they're gonna fucking go, abduct her for ransom. That's how they're targeting the human trafficking. Everybody's cell phones are pre-hacked, and so they're targeting girls left and right. You got to understand, this is Wasserman. They run the bank cartel. They were able to come in and basically take away my Social Security check 2 times in a row with Ryan as a witness, who helps run the Washington Federal in West Seattle, which now knows that a lot of the Washington Federals are actually run by Circe Wallace, because she's been stealing my money through Washington Federal, not American Savings. American Savings realized that when I had gotten my debit card stolen in Portland, that was the only reason that I transferred to Washington, because it was so hard to get to my money without a card that keeps disappearing. So as I changed over to this bank, that is when the whole shit came down with me losing money. Again, it was out of WAFed. So you gotta understand, we're taking down the fucking Bellingham Social Security office. We're taking down Yao with the Seattle Social Security office, and Lori up at the Bellingham Social Security office, who rigged my digits, okay, with Team WAS for Wasserman, because it's a hate crime. So now I don't even have $400 I had that California was giving to me. They took $400 out, and also I have to pay $100 back every fucking month for what California gave to me. My mom says, I have never heard of anything like that. That sounds like a hate crime. Don't you realize every fucking day from the cops trying to frame me with a stolen Penske or a stolen U-Haul by doing a do not rent on 70 units at storage facilities? Don't you understand that I can't do anything right? Just like when they forced me to dump all my belongings out of the, out of the shopping cart in Culver City. They were going to frame me again after they already hammered me and framed me for a 50-year-old shopping cart in Reading with the Reading police. Yeah, in Culver City, they wanted to frame me again for a Sprouts cart that was given to me by my buddy Bryce. It's told me, you better use this. I said, I don't want it. They'll frame me again. Well, they did. So when I took out my belongings, they wanted to frame me for trespassing and loitering some hours later. There's no winning. Then you got these crooked cop agent cartel, these fucking desperate fleas running around. Look at them. I mean, look at these fucking sons of bitches. They look like, some of them look like fucking cutting logs. Others look like reptilians, the crooked cops with the badges, the old geezers. Other ones look like librarians, grandmothers, grandfathers. I mean, you've got your Indians, your Mexicans. You've got every kind of race, your Chinese cyber mafia jiving around. You've got all ages. All of them, most of them have new cars, driving around in all the utility trucks. all of them say Seattle Park and Rec or Bellingham Park and Rec. You understand the park rangers work with the crooked cops. And so you got a gigantic force. 3/4 of the city closes in on me because there's city officials involved. That's why the buses, taxis are involved, the fucking drivers to pick up your trash, the postman, because this is a gigantic fucking takedown of 3/4 of the city that are supporting the crooked cops because they're all making money on crime and with the homeless fucking trolling the streets. They pay the homeless and drugs to handle a lot of the crimes and the thefts. That's why they show up 20 minutes late on location. That's why we need to defund the police. And all we need is the firefighters because they'll show up in 5 seconds. Those sons of bitches will stop ripping shit off and stop doing drugs because the firefighters will be there. Presence is more threatening than guns because the cops never show up because they're in on half these crimes, most of them.